Welcome to Opportunity Knocks. I'm your host, Todd Patton. This is episode 3. This is an awesome one because you're going to see the first business I'm building. And remember, Opportunity Knocks is about me building businesses in 2024. I might buy a business in 2024. I want to take you through that entire journey, the ups and the downs. And in social media, you don't see a lot of the downs. You're going to see it all with me. Speaking of downs, the first hiccup I had was with the first business. Go figure. So this company I called One Home Service, right? Clearly, naming companies is not my thing. Fortunately, I have a lot of friends that are transparent with me. They're upfront, they're honest, and they said the name's horrible. And I agree with them after I look at it. I said, you know what? I'm going to keep naming rights outside of me. That's not my strength. But I'm going to show you the website. So the name is changing. By the way, I'm going to have you guys involved in picking the name, which is going to be exciting. There's going to be more on that later. But let me get into why I wanted to build this. So after I left Brandstar, I started looking at buying a home service business, roofing, painting. It could have been anyone, but I wanted to buy one of those. And the more I started talking to people, to business brokers, and I realized, you know what, this industry is fragmented. It's so disorganized. And I know because I have my own house and I deal with this stuff all the time. We have about 5 vendors that we pay every month. And a lot of those vendors, they don't even have credit card auto payments. They put their invoices in the mailbox. So that right there is a red flag. And I looked at it and said, hey, there's an opportunity here. And, you know, let me tell you who this is for. So a lot of the companies like Angie's List and Home Advisor, all these different companies that they're lead generators for the vendors. This is not. It is actually, but first it's for the homeowner. How do homeowners get control of their home services? And I would say there's 3 main things that we do with this. Number 1, time. It saves the homeowner so much time, and I'll get into that. Number 2, money. It's going to save you money. It's going to make sure you're getting the very best price on all your services, not just recurring, but also new services you need. And the third is time. Hold on, I forgot. Time, money, and well, there goes that. I forgot it. Either way, again, this is uncut. I'm telling you exactly how it is. There is a third, which I'll get back to in a second. But, you know, let's go through and kind of, I'll walk you through the process for a homeowner. So what do they do it for? So for the homeowner, you just register here as a homeowner. And when you click that button, it pulls this page up. Put your name in, and I'm going to put a different email address because I have so many of these, and register. All right. Now it takes you to a dashboard. And again, this site's not live. We're building this still, but this will give you an idea of the functionality of this. So as you can see, I have my name here. So I have my own dashboard, which this is the dashboard. And I now add my vendors. So to do that, I put the company name. These are the companies I have right now that I'm paying every month. Like I said, I have 5 of them. So one of them, Orkin, right? So Orkin, pest control, it's this one, add. So now it's starting to build my clients on this, right? Or my vendors. Now, here's a big part of the value of this. As a homeowner, everything is going to be on your dashboard, all your current vendors. If you want to set up auto pay and pay your vendors through your credit card, you can do that here. If it is, this button will be turned on. You can also make a payment from here directly. And these 2, happy or not happy, if you're happy with the service, let's say you just want to thank them because they're doing a good job, it'll pull up their Google review right here, 5 stars. This is great for the business because we know how important Google reviews are. Hit submit, and that helps them out. If you're not happy, let's say somebody doesn't show up, whatever it is, you click not happy. Our AI is now working and getting you a quote. So you don't have to do anything. So anyway, this is your dashboard, and you'll have a lot of anytime you get a quote from if you're not happy with it, it shows up on the bottom of your dashboard. So you don't have to make phone calls. You don't have to do anything. So as far as services go, so we have a total of 28 services. And when you click on any of these, it'll pull up the top 10 in Broward County. All right. So these companies, and you're going to see the top 3 have a badge here, right? These are our VIP. These are the top of the best of the best, right? And these are all great too. So all of them are good. How it works is these 3 get first dibs on the proposal for you. So when you send out that when you mark that you're not happy with your current vendor, they're going to get them. But it's also going to these if they don't respond fast enough. So that way you're going to get a quick turnaround time. All right. And it shows you how many stars. All the companies we have in here, we have 280 total, are all 4.5 or higher. We had a whole process for vetting them. So these are all good quality companies that are in our database. Okay. So as a business owner, there's basically 5 things that we do for these businesses. I say the top 3. So how it works is, if you can imagine Google as an example, people go to Google and they search a term, AC company, AC repair, pool company, whatever it is. They search for a service on Google. Google's going to pull up page and page and page, hundreds of companies that they could go through, and you don't know who they are, so there could be some bad companies there that can take your money or not do good work, and we don't want them. This website has vetted all that. So you're only going to get 10. Think of it as Google, a top 10 list. So if you wanted a roof, you can go to this, and there's the roof. As a homeowner, you can go to it. There's going to be the top 3. And then underneath that, there's the 7 others, right? Just like Google has the ads at the top, right? As a business, though, what you do is, I'm not charging the 7 at the bottom. Only the top 3 are going to pay our company for this access. And here's what they get. So from a business owner, you're going to obviously get incredible leads, because these are, luxury neighborhoods we're targeting. These are, it's also economy of scale. You're talking about having, if you're a pool company or a lawn company or anything, any business, traveling around. Broward's a big area. So keeping it all inside of one community. In this case, Parkland is our first area. We're going to scale and go to different markets. But, the ability to have your, a lot of jobs in one small spot saves a lot of money. So quality of leads is number 1. Number 2, we are going to be doing number 2 is auto pay, right? Auto pay is set up inside here. You have the ability to set up credit card processing, do all that inside of our platform. So you'll have a dedicated, separate portal as a business owner than the homeowner does. And you can put everything in there. So, we make that really easy. So, auto payments and collecting your payments easier. Look, a lot of companies, not so much the bigger ones, but some of the smaller ones that are really good companies, they just don't have the manpower or the resources to do that back end type office. This website does it for you with the auto pay. And I'm not going to go too much detail with that, but it's really powerful. Number 3 is networking. Now, this is probably how I built both of my companies, is through really strong networking. Again, another opportunity I saw. A lot of the home service businesses that's not like their forte. They're not, some of them are great at it, but not all of them are. They're great at doing the work, but not so much the marketing and networking. I'm handling that for them. And I'm doing it by this. I'm creating one event every year. See if you follow me on this. So one event every month. So 12 events a year. And out of those events, so the first one, for example, there's 28 verticals, right? Industries. So the top, let's say position number 1 in each of the 28 verticals, that's 28 people, right? 28 companies. Those are invited to the January event. February event, let's say position 2, not the same people, but a different group. So you're going to be networking in these events, people that can refer you business. I mean, these are great referral sources. If you're a roofer, a painter is sending you business that he gets, or vice versa, that's a good thing. So that's the networking aspect of it. And we're going to put together 4 It's only for our clients, our VIP clients, which are the top three in each vertical. That's number three, is networking. So the fourth element is what I've done for the last 12 years, which is digital marketing. Is we understand how to optimize a website and how to help it basically rank higher. This is your website, not the company's website, not our website. So we do on an SEO type campaign for local for each of those companies. So that's part of included with this. And then the last thing is we take this sprinter to every one of our clients and we drive it in and we do a podcast with them and we blast that all over. So they get great exposure being in this sprinter and to our network and great marketing. So we position them and market them in that way through this podcast, video and audio. So those are the five things they get as a business. So right now, we're going to do two things. Number one, we have to get homeowners using this. There's such value to it. So I'd love to get volunteers to use this. So if they live in Parkland, please let me know. And of course, there's no cost to you at all. I'd love to get people that want to give me really honest, transparent feedback, because that first month of using it, there's going to be a lot of issues, and that's good. That's nothing wrong with that. But I got to know those. If nobody's telling me it, then I'm never going to be able to fix it. So that's the first thing we want to get, is build the homeowners. So if you're a homeowner and you want to do it, please let me know, and we'll make it easy for you to sign up for that first test. I'm doing 100 on the first test. The next thing is businesses who want to lock in. The first year, well, I should say the rest of 2024, I am going to be pricing this at the lowest possible price you can imagine, because obviously it's not built out yet. Whoever's in is grandfathered in. It's still very early. I mean, I started this a couple months ago, and we're doing a lot of tech behind it. So we're building that. And now the name. So I came up with this name. Again, I have honest friends that tell me the truth, and they're straight shooters. I've had people say it's a horrible name, and it is. So I'm not good at names. I get it. And part of the important thing in business is understanding where you're bad and where you're good. So naming companies, you don't want me doing it. With that said, I don't think there needs to be a lot of energy and too much energy and focus on a name. I think a name's built over time. It's not, look at McDonald's, look at Google. I mean, these are things, if I said this is the name, you'd say it's the stupidest name ever. These are built because of what they've done. So I don't want to spend too much time, but I don't want a 3-word name, one home service. Plus there's really no meeting. So we're going to come up with some type of contest or something for that. And I'd love to get you guys involved in that. But anyway, for now, I'm going to sign off for episode 3 of Opportunity Knocks. So thanks again, and I'm hoping you're enjoying this. All right.